son found it hilarious, and there were parts that definitely had me laughing out loud. You know, a lot of times these movies that aren't Pixar, or, you know, one of the really DreamWorks, one of those higher end.
Okay. Is this neither?
Nope. This is 21st Century Fox. It's owned by
Disney. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
So yeah, I mean they've got some.
This was probably in production though before Disney got to it, or it was done.
It had to have been, right? These movies take, you know,
unless Disney is just that damn good. It's like, yo.
But nah, I like the movie. If I was going to give it a score for a kid, I say it was
What you got?
I give it a Bonfire, man.
Bonfire kept you warm.
I enjoyed it.
Wow.
It was good.
Warm. Yo, I swear, like, I've known you for a long time, and you surprised me. Your growth as a person has surprised me, Lord.
You should never be surprised, Captain.
I can't help it. You just keep hitting me. And I'm just surprised every time. Like, kept you warm. I know you. But that's dope, though. That's cool. Spies in Disguise. Is that something that you getting for the kids?
Yeah, nah, you know, for sure. At least for my 8-year-old. My baby boy, it's probably not for him.
He ain't there yet.
Yeah, no.
I've seen him in the movie theater. He's not. I don't know if he's ready for any movie. he needs a track so he can run around. But so that's Lord's take. He gave it a bonfire, kept him warm. What do you got, your boy?
So I actually missed the.
That's a long story.
No, I missed the first 20 minutes of the movie.
Oh God, did I, Chris?
I had a really interesting morning, so I had to be at the movie theater. Like, movie started at 9, and
that's code talk for adult stuff.
Yeah, I had a very, very interesting morning. But anyways, but the parts that I did see.
We're talking about Spies in Disguise.
Go ahead.
I thought you were going to tell us a long story.
It wasn't even. No, it's not even a long story. It wasn't even like.
It wasn't a long story.
It wasn't even a good interesting. It was just really bad interesting. But the movie itself, the parts that I did get to see, like it. You're the only one that's laughing.
Because it's so funny.
It's so funny. Y'all don't understand. It's like adult stuff. Never mind kids. If you're kids out there. If you're adults, I can't say it because, we're trying to get paid at some point. But no, yes, Spies.
So, yes. After you get over the fact that it is Will Smith and the very distinguished voice that he offers, the movie was actually pretty enjoyable. Like, got some good laughs in. I didn't really care for the whole DJ Khaled character.
Was that DJ Khaled?
It was DJ Khaled.
My daughter had to tell me that. I didn't know.
Yeah, I just thought his lines, he had a couple jokes. Oh, those are my kicks.
Those are my kicks.
I was just like, oh, boy.
What? Once she told me, I was like, oh,
yes, it's DJ Khaled.
It's DJ Khaled's in the movie.
That's who.
Did you see it?
Have you seen this? Oh, okay, yeah, you went.
So there's a part where there's like 3 Eternal Affair agents, and he's one of them. He carries like this big sound sonar type thing, and they play on the fact that he deals with music and stuff like that. But
sounds, yeah, very spot on.
Yeah. But other than that, I thought it was good. I'll go ahead. I don't know if I can go with the whole bonfire, but I'll give it a spark.
I think that's appropriate. I'll just go ahead and start there where you left off. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a spark as well. I think the bar for these types of movies has been set pretty high in certain cases because you have some great cartoon animated movies, and they're informative and they're very good storytelling and they're just not gimmicky. This felt gimmicky. It's like, who's hot right now? Tom Holland. And hey, Will Smith wants to do this thing because he's trying to do everything right now. He wants to jump out of a plane and talk on Instagram and tell comedy.
The 4 biggest people in the movie, you had Will Smith, Tom Holland, Karen Gillan, who is in Jumanji, and she also plays Nebula in the Guardians.
She does, yeah. She does.
And then, obviously DJ Khaled at that point. So like they basically throw them all in the movie. Let's go make some money.
Blend them up, and that's what it kind of felt like to me. It kind of felt like a blend of like a blend of stuff. It didn't always really do much for me. The movie itself, like I said, I I didn't have so much of a problem with the Will Smith thing in the beginning, just because I feel like that's what they tried to play up on. Like, oh, it's Will Smith, so it's like, I get you here. And of course, Will Smith is cool and all those things. So
that's the reason why he's only done this is his second animated movie,
right? And of course, yeah, like, so why not? Let's play up on the Will Smith thing. There was some funny pigeon stuff though, like the finding out that, you know, well, I'm not going to say all that because that could, like the colloquial, was it the colloquial?
Yeah.
The colloquial thing or whatever, like that was funny. So like he found out like he's a girl, or he can use the bathroom in both holes, I guess. I mean, one hole simultaneously. That was funny. Yeah, him finding out that he's actually a girl pigeon. That was pretty funny. I thought that like I said, the animation was pretty good. But I don't know, maybe I got like just a little bougie because I've seen like some of the better animation, and it moves differently. Like it, you know what I mean? Like this one felt a little bit older, like a little dated. Like, oh, we just got our hands on some technology.
Man, you need to rewatch Toy Story.
This wasn't CGI. This was more like the traditional hand drawn animation, similar, just like an updated version of that.
Okay, because maybe that's why. Because but I mean, I have seen Toy Story 1 recently, actually. And
Cloaca.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Actually, you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of the same animation that's done in like Princess and the Frog. Like that's one of the most recent non-CGI
Disney one.
Yeah, like the animation style. Like it's not. You can tell it's not true computer generated. It's not like a Toy Story or Pixar.
I'll have to go back and watch it because Princess and the Frog, right?
Yeah,
that was definitely animated.
I mean, it's animated, but it's not. It's not like the real life looking like Pixar and a lot of like Shrek type stuff. It was more of like a traditional
hand drawn.
Yeah, it's more like traditional animation.
It doesn't look like that animation though.
But it also doesn't look like I said like a Shrek or a Toy Story or stuff like that.
I would say that it looks like a Shrek. Like it looks dated. It looks older to me. I
think we're talking about two different things.
The animation style?
Yeah, because like Shrek follows the same sort of like animation like Pixar. It's true computer generated. I think this was computer. It's more of a traditional animation like a Princess and the Frog. It would be the only movie to date that I can think of in animation style that wasn't like those other things.
But this movie is computer generated though.
There's two different forms of computer generated.
But I mean, but this is in the form of like a Shrek. That's what I'm saying. Like this does not look like it was hand drawn at all. That's what I'm saying. Like it doesn't look like, I don't know, maybe we're saying different things. But at the end of the day, it just felt dated to me. Like I said, it had its funny parts. There were parts of the movie where I was kind of like, get to the point. I kind of wanted it to be over, and then it was over, and I was like, I'll probably never watch this again. So, but there were some funny moments there. If my daughter happens to have it on, I'll probably take a look at it, laugh a couple of times. So that's why I gave it a spark. I don't think you have to rush out to the theaters to see it. I think you can definitely wait to watch it, catch it on a Netflix or a Redbox or something. So I gave it a spark. There is some life there. I just don't think it's enough for me to recommend to anyone.
You think there'll be a sequel?
Oh God, no. I don't think so. Don't turn him into a bird again for the whole movie. I don't.
But they did set it up at the end.
They tried. I mean, look, hey, I am not against anyone being ambitious. Like, you be ambitious. You make the end to think that you're going to get a sequel.
But the problem is when you go after someone as big as Will Smith, like you got to be able to adhere to his schedule. That's the reason why he's not in Suicide Squad, because his schedule is too full.
Yeah, that and the first movie wasn't very good either.
No, they wanted to bring him back. It's like he couldn't fit in the schedule.
I know they wanted to bring him back. Why would you not want to bring back Will Smith? But I'm saying, like, guess what? When stuff I don't want to do, my schedule can get full. I can find stuff to do. Oh, that again? you got a red table talk or something to do, Jada? Like, I'll go do something else real quick. But beyond that, though, I don't think there will be a sequel because I don't think it'll make enough money to get a sequel.
I mean, we'll see what the box office numbers are now. It's only been out a couple days.
For sure. But it was pretty easy for me to get a seat, last minute.
Yeah.
It was pretty easy.
I kind of just forever.
He's like, I picked a seat on the app, but I just went and sat down. I sat on one end of the theater, and my son sat on the other.
We legit were like, at first, like, okay, we're in J11 and 12. We're looking around, and then we look, and it's like, we're here.
Right.
We just sit wherever we want. So we just sat down. So a couple sparks, I gave it a bonfire. I mean, my kid liked it. You know?
My daughter liked it.
And that's why I gave it a bonfire, because it's for kids.
For sure.
My daughter liked it, for sure.
If I had children, like this would probably be something that would take them back to go see.
Yeah, like there was a movie like about an abominable snowman or something like that.
Frozen?
No, it's about the LeBron James one.
Oh, the LeBron James movie.
Oh, yeah. No,
yeah. I never seen that.
It was really bad. So, I mean, I've seen some bad...
I get what you're saying.
I've seen some bad CGI movies where the writing is terrible. The writing in this movie is actually really good.
It's not bad.
No, it's good. It's fun.
But for me personally, why I couldn't give it a bonfire, because when my daughter and I saw Alita, she loved it, and I knew she loved it right away. Like, she's like, Dad, when is it coming out? I gotta have this movie, and she had to have it because she liked it a lot. We both did. I asked her. I said, "Hey," I said, "Did you like the movie?" She said, "Yeah, that's cool." in her teenage way, I'm like, all right. So you could have probably did something else today with your friends.
She's getting older now, so like
she just turned 14.
I get that. But
she still watches Kicking It on Disney. Like, she's very in tune with the anime, like the cartoons and things of that nature. And if she loves if she loves it, she will want it immediately. She's like, Dad, when is it coming out? Like, this was not that thing. This was funny. It had its moments.
I'll go back. I'll give it a spark, just because I can tell.
We've converted him.
It was good. My kid enjoyed it. That's why.
Is he gonna want it? Right? Like, is he gonna want you to buy that after?
And that's what made me think. He probably will want to see it again on one of those like free streaming sites.
Right? It's gotta be free.
Right.
By free, he means the ones that he's already paying for.
Right. Yes, of course.
Wink.
Somebody's paying for it. Somebody's paying for it.
It's somewhere.
But that's how I judged it. That's why I didn't give it a bonfire, just because I know she liked it, but she wasn't like, Dad, I need this in my life. So, and it's a kids movie. It's not for me. But we converted one, so we ended up with 3 sparks. There's some signs of life there, but needs more help, needs some more work. Won't be a sequel, I don't think. But that was the show. Let's see. I guess next week we'll be reviewing Uncut Gems. Oh, Ip Man 4. Hey, I'll do Ip Man 4 because it also has Scott Adkinson in it, which he's dope. You didn't know that? I just wowed our producer with knowledge and information. He's dope. I keep trying to tell people.
Wouldn't he be a director?
Would he be a director?
No. Well,
no, he's a production manager.
Well, in this sense, he's like directing, behind the camera.
I directed it. I'm just saying,
no.
He's production. He does the production stuff.
But I did production stuff.
He did some of the production stuff. You might need to talk to the production manager about that. That's a conversation for off the mic. Staff meeting. But yeah, so that's
Hitman 4 comes out when?
Hitman 4 comes out.
It's already out.
Oh, it is out, right?
Yeah.
It just come out though, right?
Yeah, it just came out.
That fast.
Yeah, but in America though, like it just came out. No, I thought it came out in like China.
Yeah, listen, guys, I'll tell you right now.
Lord's looking that up. While he's looking that up, make sure you go ahead and follow our Facebook page, If I'm Being Honest, our Instagram, reviews_If I'm Being Honest. Look for stuff that we may or may not do. Just look anyway.
Internet's slow. I can't really get anything.
Oh, man, the internet's slow here, guys. Trashing it right now. But, that's neither here nor there. But, hey, this has been If I'm Being Honest, and we'll be seeing you.
I'm pretty tired.
We came, we saw, we kicked its ass.
Think I'll go home now.